All right, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or in other words, October 23rd. I don't know what time it would be. I was hoping I could pick up 4 of these at a time, but oh no, now I've just made a big mess. Oh god, oh bad, dang it. Oh, fudgicles. Well, so much for my neat stacking of hay in the barn. This is the only place where this is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to end up blocking my door. That's okay, though. We got... door blockage complete. Give me 1 second here, folks. All right, let's get these picked up. Dag nabbit. This should be pretty easy to fix. Grab one. Grab the other. I left the back ones, obviously, alone. I wonder if I had a weight, like a counterweight, if that would work. This tractor's getting pretty beat down, man. Of course, after the last grass thing, yeah. I'm still not super excited about the repaint system. I think that it's kind of dumb that the tractor gets... like, you literally can beat the crap out of the tractor in one play session and make it look like it does now, where all the paint's rubbed off. And then it's like $40,000 to repair the paint. And it's like, why bother? Because you use it for one more session and it's going to be the same again. Like, there's literally, as far as I can tell, there's no point in repainting anything because it's just going to get scraped up again within a harvest. I don't understand why they did it that way. I get the, like, making the tractors look worn out. But it's a little weird. Like, right now, I think the painting condition on this tractor would be considered, like seriously low. Like, probably, like either all the way gone or most of the way gone. And it's... anyway. It's one of the things I don't love about this. And 22 is what kind of... even 19 kind of brought that in a little bit. They've been doing that for a little while. It's not new to this version. I just wish they would change it. Oh, fudge. God dang it. That's all right. I needed to get... I don't want any tooth gaps, so we need to make them a little bit closer anyway, but that makes life a little bit harder. Okay. Oh, there's a light there. I can't go any higher. Okay. That'll work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these unloaded and loaded and finished. I'll be back when I'm done. Should be pretty soon. Seconds, really. You won't even notice. All right, we got the second half loaded, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these back around. Amazing how many bales you can get on this little trailer. I'm pretty impressed that I, over and over again, can get 10 on here. I've got one out there in the field I'm going to have to grab with the forks. And then probably off camera, maybe on stream or something, I need to get all those bales off the field so that we can start turning the fields for next year. If I park... let's see. I did it here last time and that seemed to work okay. That'll go. Yeah, let's go grab the other tractor and get that bale. A fuego. Off we go. As you can see here, we got a lot of silage bales up on this field, and then the vast majority of them were on that one down there. But we got a lot of silage bales. I'd say a good... I mean, we probably make 10, 20, maybe even 30,000 bucks. We'll have to see. I don't... It depends on what these bales go for. Somebody was saying they nerfed them heavily, but people have said that every single version. Ooh, a wrapper. Oh, man, that's a good price. I saw that before, and I'm like... Dang. Okay. No, I don't need it. Let's take a look at the market prices. Silage requires a lot of work, and so you do get a lot of money, but there's a lot of work involved. Silage. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, my phone is ringing. Give me 1 second here. So silage is double hay, pretty much. That's not going to be great, but it's still not going to be terrible. It is less than it used to be, though, I think. I mean, we'll find out. We'll sell a couple trailers full, but I've been getting yeah, it's going to be less. I'd imagine I don't know. I mean, I guess we could sell a bale of hay and see how much it is and then double it. Let's go over to the animal dealer. Oh, crap. Nice driving, Arthur. Let's go take this bale to the animal dealer and sell it and just see what we get. And that'll tell us what we're going to get for the silage. So I'll be right back. I'm going to run over there. One of the things they've done is they've gotten rid of peak prices for that, which is kind of weird. But the peak price for silage is no longer a thing. It goes down for September and October, like about $10, and then goes back up again for the rest of the year. So we no longer have silage like spiking in January and then slowly dropping back down. It pretty much stays the same price, which I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. Obviously, you can sell it whenever you mow it, so we actually don't have to. Now, I would leave it on the field today because it's going to be worth $10 a bale more tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever. But as of right now, just this month and next month are the months when it's low. I ran that cone over. I'm not sure where the sell point is here. Maybe it's here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be fine. So we're looking at about $1,200 to $1,500 a bale, somewhere around there. That's not going to be an issue. I know people, like I said, they're like, "Oh, it's nerfed," and I'm like, "Well, I mean, $1,500 per bale. That's going to be. Let's see, we have 10 bales would be 10,000. Let's see, 1,500 would be about $15,000. We got 20 bales, so we have about $30,000 in bales. That's good. That's what I predicted, and that's not bad at all. Okay, so we're good. We'll be fine. I mean, maybe a little less than that, but around that, so it'll be fine. All right, so we are finished with the unloading of the bales. Now I need to go move silage bales, and we need to flip some fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... Man, we're going to run out of daylight. Let's see. Is today the last day to plant wheat? I'd like to get at least one wheat field in. Yes. So we have till midnight to get wheat down. Canola's already passed. We could do wheat and barley. So let's get this guy out there and working. I don't know what I did with the culti plow. Or I think I just rented a culti plow because we shouldn't, unless we do heavy crops, we're not going to need it again. Let's see here. We have the cultivator, which of course is headed the other direction. Okay, so I need to go around the back and get it. So I want to get these two fields cultivated. While this guy's doing that, we'll go ahead and move the silage off the other fields. But we're going to get these cultivated and seeded today, if I can. Should have enough time. They're not very big. We've got about 8 hours to do it, right? Well, 5:30. So let's say 6 to midnight is 6 hours. Yeah, so 6.5 hours. 6 minutes to midnight. My voice isn't having it today. Go for it. Get out there. Interesting. Okay. Good luck with that. She has a new theory on how to, yeah. Okay. I'm going to get these bales off. It doesn't have to be pretty. We just need to get them around the side of the fields so that the fields are clear for cultivation later on. Okay, well. Interesting. All right, there's one. There's two. Once these are sold. Oh, these are significantly heavier. Wow, than the hay bales. Interesting. That would be sort of realistic because they're made of grass. I'm going to have to get a weight. Because we do have to maneuver these around too, so that's okay. So I wonder if that makes them more valuable too. Hay is drier, so it's lighter. It's manuals. I love manual transmission, but it's hard when you're trying to load bales. Okay, I will be back shortly. One thing I am going to do, if a small tractor that is CVT enabled comes up for sale, I am going to consider trading and maybe taking out a small loan to get it. Because, let's see, our tractor has what? 116 horsepower. Yeah, so any of these tractors would work. Even that can be upgraded to the same amount of horsepower. This one's not a CVT though, that's power manual. This one is manual variable. It's like that would work. If we saw one of these come up for like 50, a Fent would work. That's variable. We're once again looking for CVT. Power shift would not work. Power shift, variable, yeah. I didn't realize we had 3 N500 size fence. Huh. The Lindner would work. So let's just keep an eye open and see what comes up for a replacement for this tractor. But it's got to be a decent size horsepower. I'm not going to go for less horsepower, but this tractor is great. It's not, no offense to this tractor, but doing the bale loading with the manual transmission is a pain in the butt. And we're going to have bales. And besides, we should modernize anyway. So we came here for weights. Is what we came here for. Hold on. Okay, we have John Deere weight 900. Let's do an 1800. And there we go. So we got our weight. Now we should be able to pick up even 4 hay bales at the same time. All right, guys. I will meet you back at the farm. See you in just one brief second. Alrighty, let's see how this does with the weight on the back. There we go. I don't know. I wonder if I could get another. Nah. 2 at a time is good. And the reason why I'm putting these here on the road, I know it doesn't make much sense, but they'll be sold before we really. These fields are just going to sit. Like, I'm going to probably cultivate them, but they're just going to sit. Actually, I might leave the grass on them until after I sell the bales. The grass keeps the ground from getting all, like, chopped up with the tractor, kind of absorbs some of the weight. Which, when you think about it, is true in real life, too, because grass has, you know, if it's wet and soggy, then it gets smushy, but when it's dry, it actually springs back pretty well from tractor weight because, you know, you got all these roots underneath it holding it together. So now that field I mean, I guess there's really no reason to move these off, aside from I want to cultivate these, because those 2 fields are the ones that need to get planted. These, I don't need to plant till spring. So, I might just let him do those 2, and we'll get these off this field up here, but there's really no reason to pull those off aside from maybe possibly, there's no reason to. And in fact, we'll have to see when I go to sell them how much money I have, but I might even rent a longer trailer so I don't have to make like 50 trips with that little one. Because we get the flatbed one, we can load a bunch of bales on there and then go from there, so. That was really well done. Clap, clap. Beautiful job. I mean, I guess we could. It will be easy to stack them onto the trailer using this methodology, but anyway. That did not work. Okay. It's actually harder to see the bales with the light on because the sun they're so bright. They're like, it's like going to heaven. Bale heaven. Oh. All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry. All right, so we put these down. So that weight is working. That's enough weight for us to, lift the bales without flipping the tractor. I'm going to go ahead and get this done. It's only a couple more to go. I'll see you in a couple minutes here, and we'll move on to helping that tractor seed. I'll probably put them, once they're done cultivating, I'll start seeding that field with this tractor and allow them to cultivate the next field. We're going to put down wheat in one field, barley in another. I know it's kind of dumb to do small amounts, maybe? But I don't know. I mean, and honestly, I'll probably just use the wheat field to fill up the chickens. I don't know. This thing is like not working with me today. I wish we had one of these exact things, but kind of like the forklifts where you can like hydraulically push them to close so that the bales come out closer together. That would be so nice. All right, I'll be back. Oh, and also in real life, I know you would not use these pokers to pick the bale up. They have those bale handling forks. I'll show you these. Most of you on my channel, like I try to play things realistically. This is what you would use. Either this would be for square, but like this. And these will allow you to grab the bale without damaging it. But in this game, if I was using the steering wheel and joystick, I probably would do it. But because I'm using my controller, what inevitably happens is somehow I always get the wrong input put in, and I end up dumping about like half the time I drop it as I'm moving it around, because the same motion, the same button presses that do left and right do up and down, or open and close, I mean. So I'm trying to move the thing like left and right or up and down or whatever, up and down usually, and it ends up opening as I'm moving it up, and then I drop the bale because they're tied together. I wish they had put them on separate joysticks or separate buttons, like hold this button with the joystick and then hold that button with the joystick, but they put them together. So inevitably what happens is I end up dropping the bales. And so I get frustrated with that. So I end up just using the pokers, because at least that way we get the job done. It's not as realistic. Oh, come on, you fudge. It's not as realistic, but it's helpful. Okay, back to work. Okay, so my brain is thinking, I did a test. We sold a hay bale, because somebody was like, this is nerfed. And so on stream, we sold a hay bale. And the hay bale brought home, and I'm interested to see how this works. It brought home about $700 for a single hay bale. And this is the same size as these. And so I assume that the silage would be double that, because the price for silage is literally double that of the hay bales. But now I'm realizing that these actually weigh a lot more than the hay bales from what I can tell. But I'm not sure. Let's see, it's 3,500 liters. Let's poke a hay bale and see what it says. Because if the hay bale is $3,500, then it will be literally double that, which is still a good price. But if they weigh less, because they do weigh less, then we might get a lot more money. I don't know though. Let's see. Let's poke this. No, see, that even weighs more. That's $4,500. So we might actually get less money. Weird. Very weird. Okay. All right, so I'll be back. Hang on. Let me figure this out. But obviously, that's not going to work like that. So, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back. Now, I just found a glitch. Here's an oddity. The worker quit working. Or she's stuck. How do I fire her? She's like, I don't know what she did, but she got lost. So we'll take over for her and get this done. It's almost finished. Maybe I must have set like don't work headlands or something. I don't know. That's weird that she did that. Very strange if you ask me. And a part of me wants to get, a roller for the farm, but I'm also thinking that like, how often am I going to roll it? Knowing me, probably every time. We'll save up. If we see one go on sale, we'll grab it. Though we don't have any money, so we might have to take a loan out to do that. But I also, once again, I'm looking at upgrading the John Deere. I love the John Deere tractor, but I think we need to modernize. So if I can find something that has similar horsepower that's used. I won't buy it new, but something that's, a little bit newer, but that has some more modern conveniences. And honestly, because that's our forklift tractor, something that could steer a little bit better, because that one, it's not the most agile tractor. So it's a little, I don't know, difficult doing the bale handling with that huge honking tractor. It's really not that big, but it's just awkward. All right, let's see if we can zip this, and I think this is going to take 2 passes, but maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be a single pass. Oh yeah, that's getting it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Maybe one pass here. It left a little teeny bit. Crap. Wow, that's pretty impressive that it's that narrow of a line that it actually left that little tiny line there. Oh, there's still a big line up the top. I'm surprised she got lost. We'll have to do some settings on the next one. Oops, I left my other tractor running. Look at me. Reckless. We did goats on the Japanese map that Roll Pilot and I are playing on stream. And after 2 days, we had babies. So goats are fairly easy, and you get milk, which is it's valuable. So I almost wish I didn't have cows on this farm, but I wish the other thing too I wish, and this is, just maybe they'll mod this in. To me, it seems like they should make these pens universal. So if you don't want cows, you can put whatever animal in. Maybe the feeding trough is different for different animals. Like actually now I think about it, the goat one is different. But you could just make it universal and say, oh yeah, goats can fit in there, cows can make it generic. I don't know. To me, it seems kind of a waste to have a different pen. Like, I'd have to tear that up and put a different pen in if I wanted to change that over to goats, which is ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. But we don't have the money for it right now anyway, so we'll just keep the cows. AI worker, work the headlands on. Number of headlands, let's do 4 is the minimum, okay. Let's start with headland, because they seem to get lost if you do it the other way, so okay. And AI worker. Oh, they didn't know. Active. So she's going to go to work. He's going to go to work. They keep changing. Oh, no, she. Yep. Where is our seeders in the garage? So we're going to put... we're going to drop this. We're going to put the weight down. And we're going to pull the seeder out. Really? I can't hitch to pull it out? Farm Sam. I guess there really are no hitches on the front, though, are there? So, I guess we got to be realistic about it. Wheat. And let's go ahead and turn our steering assist on. I just want one headland. And let's go ahead. Okay. Boop. I'm probably going to need more seed. It doesn't seem to use it up too fast. Maybe we'll get both of these fields done. I don't know. I have a feeling we'll probably need at least one thing of seed. But we'll see. I think I might skip the headlands on this one. Let's see how the... Oh, no, it's going to be... I do need to do one because of the chicken coop. Beep, boop. I love the way it remembers what you've done until you... go into the menu, and then it magically just resets itself, and you're like, oh, and then you have to do the whole thing over again. It's not very nice. Oh, and I forgot this field wasn't square. Oh, it's so annoying. So a nice fall afternoon, getting some work done. It's 4:30. Looks like we'll have sunlight till about 6. The days get shorter and shorter. Oh, that cedar. It's so tippy. Look at the little cow. Little calf, or yeah, calf. It's frolicking. The worst part is my wife got milk cows. They're supposed to be meat cows. We don't talk about that part. Poor cows. 'Tis the reality of farming. So I think the lesson we've learned is do not, like, set your workers to do the headlands first, because if they don't, then they get confused and lost. Here we do every other line from this point forward. I didn't realize this thing erases tire tracks too. That's cool. All right, I'm going to get this done. I'll be back in a few moments. I'm realizing as I did all this that I never checked to see if it needed lime or plowing. Oh, Arthur, you know better. Yeah, so... Well, we're not going to get a full yield out of this, but it's all right. I'm not... We'll still get like 70 or 80% yield, which is not a, you know, it's, I think plowing accounts for like 10% on lime. Well, maybe it'd be like more like 50%. Because, yeah, it needs both, I think. I think I will stop for a second and check. Oh, God. Yep. Oh, well, next year. I don't really have the money to rent the Kelty plow anyway. We need to save what we have for emergencies, and, once we get into fall of next year, before we plant our grass as the cover crop, we will we'll put down some lime and plow the fields. Unfortunately, the plow they gave us is not really a plow. It's a chisel. It's a cultivator, so it doesn't plow. I don't know if we should rent an actual 4-bottom plow or so. I usually go subsoiler because the subsoiler is it does cultivation and plowing in one pass, and they're easier to use. Plowing is a pretty labor-intensive operation, though we could do it. It's just it's not. I don't know. I got to think about it. A lot of farmers don't mold board plow anymore just because it can damage the soil. So, something that you don't see quite as often as you used to. Looks like that guy's done. That worker's finished. So I probably need to get a bag of seed before I continue the next field. We're almost done on this field too. Yeah, they're finished. So we'll look at liming and plowing all of our fields next year. And for now, we will just accept it as it is. It sucks. Once again, though, I don't really have the money to rent that stuff. We're pretty low on cash. I mean, we do have the money, but it would leave us with nothing to survive over the winter. Now, we will be having some income from the mushroom farm and our vegetable garden. Those two things will produce a couple grand worth of veggies, probably. Nothing fancy or crazy. Seriously, maybe 10 grand total over the winter. And we've got the silage bales coming in, so we'll be in a better financial position next year to kind of really. Plus, we have this next year. We'll have crops that we can actually harvest, so things will get better. But for this run this year, it's going to be a little bit. We'll be a little down on yield. Okay, so this part is finished, and I'm going to drop that cedar and get my. Oh, we got to turn it off first. Get my stuff back and connected. And before we put this stuff away tonight, we'll get it all cleaned. But But for right now, we'll just leave it out on the yard. I'm going to run over to the shop real quick with the trailer and grab a maybe two packets of seeds. And we need to fertilize too. That's, once again, these all things that add up in price, right? So we're going to need to rent a fertilizer, and we're going to need to rent or buy fertilizer and rent a spreader. Oof. We're going to just do solid fertilizer for the first pass, for the first usage, because it's cheaper to rent the little fertilizer for the solid fertilizer, and we can, we just need a 1,000 packet instead of a 2,000 liter jug of liquid. So, and then for the second fertilization, which will happen next year, I believe, then we'll use the nicer spray type. We'll probably have to get rid of weeds at that point too. So we'll just run a sprayer, kill the weeds, and then do the fertilizer all in one pass. All right, so we'll be back. All right, let's see what the shop has. I always check for specials. Check for specials. Nothing. There's some nice stuff there, but nothing that we can use. All right, so we're going to look into, where is it? Hold on. There we go. Big bags. Solid fertilizer seeds. Ooh, they're expensive. Expensive. Let's see if there's a cheaper way to get them. Big bag pellets? Same price. Okay, well, the big bags to me are easier to handle, so we'll just buy, I guess. Customize. Yeah. I'm just going to buy one. Because we just need one right now. That'll save some money. I wonder if these things are the canvas? If they are, I just poked a hole through it. Oh, God. I guess these don't work with these pokies. There we go. Ooh, it's going to come off. Oh. Oh. Oh, this did not turn out the way I planned it. I should have brought the forklift. I have forklifts. I just forgot to put them on. And I thought this would work, but apparently these just poke. They don't actually pass through the hole. Yeah. Oh. What if I... Yeah, come on. Come on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So next time we have to remember that we can't really use the pokers. We can, but they don't work very well. That works. And let's go ahead and tie that down. Perfect. Tie me big bag down. Blokes, tie me big bag down. Tan me hide when I'm dead, Fred. Tie me big bag down. All right, I'll be back. All right, we've arrived back at said farm. And we're going to run over here and grab our hefty tractor. Thank you to the wonderful worker who ran all over the field. But we're going to have to do that again. Because I'm going to let the worker handle it this time. Well, I guess I could do it. I don't know. I don't mind doing it. But I could start prepping for next month. All right, so we're going to put this on. And let's play realistic mode. I'm going to go ahead and open up the chambers. And let's go ahead and grab this. And we're going to go grab our correct forks. I'm going to just drop these here because they need to be washed. That's the correct one. There you go. Oh, and I could turn my hazards off. So people on console have been complaining, and I'm not sure if there's a way you can fix this. I guess you can't use the hazards because there's no assignment, but I'm wondering if you can go into the controls and assign controls like you can on the PC. If you can, you could probably change one of your functions out to have hazards. But the nice thing about the PC, obviously, is you have the keyboard, so you have some extra controls that the console doesn't have. No offense to console users. I was seeing people comment about how they still haven't fixed the hazards, and I'm like, I don't think you have enough buttons to. The reason why they haven't done it is there's just not enough buttons. If you could hook up a console to a keyboard and mouse, then you'd have less of a problem. But how much is left in here? Doesn't say. Weird. Oh, well, that's your answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this worker started. So we're going to make this one barley. There we go. What are you doing, dude? Right here. Wait, okay. Let me restart this, because I think what they're doing is they're going to do the center first, and I don't want them to do that. I want them to do the outside first. So let's see. Start, yep. Why wouldn't you just automatically start with the headlands? Geesh. It makes no sense to start with the other part of it, but... Alright, let's do some cleaning while they're off doing their stuff, and check water levels. Are these the... Everything looks good here. That's all growing. We have not anywhere near anything left. Oh, but we do have our first mushroom pop. So that's cool. So we'll wait till like the next day or two when we have some more to sell. Or sell them during peak. It's probably best to do it during peak. Let's grab this. I love the fact that you can move this thing now. It makes it so much more useful. Probably more tedious for some, but for me I like it because it's like, that's how you really do it. Alright, let's clean this off. Yeah, the paint is all chipped now. And that's what happens if you don't clean them every like 5 minutes. It's not very realistic, I don't think, but... Alright, that's all clean. Oh, the arms aren't done though, but that's okay, we're gonna... I need to do the arms. It's gonna bug me. Because the forks are dirty too. So we have our fields in, that's good. Once again, a little bit of a demerit because we didn't do it perfectly. That's just how it rolls. I was a dummy and I didn't plow. Poo-poo happens. All right, so I'm gonna finish cleaning this stuff and putting it away. Oh, it's the arms are still dirty. Welcome to Farm Sim. The never getting like things that you can never clean. I think I'm going to have to set it down to get it clean. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to move the washer over here. I get it. All right, I'm going to clean these up. I'll be back. Man, this tractor is really worn already, so we're going to run over here and fix it back up again. Ugh, all the money. All the money. What are we looking at here for repairs? $1,700. Ouch. We're going to repair this. Repair the arms. Repair our A-butt fork. Doesn't need it yet. $4 to repair up the trailer. There we go. Everything's nice and fixed and ready for the night. I'm just going to pull this right in because we have stuff that we're going to be loading in the morning from those, our industries, if you can call them that. So we'll just park this over here. We need to fix the cultivator and seeder too and clean the tractor. So we'll wait till they're done. And actually, I'll probably unhire that worker and finish the rest of it myself. So I'll be back. She's actually done a pretty good job. Let's go ahead and take over, though. I'm going to put this on steering assist. Show lines on. Okay. So turn that back on, and we'll finish up for her. Planting the barley. I was going to say, this is planting really quickly. That's because it didn't do it. I didn't turn the seeder on. I just ran the line. Dummy. You big dummy. All right, let's try this again. A little bit wasteful, but it's all right. This will take care of our tracks too, so. Well, she did the whole, I'm impressed. She had all her lights on and everything, like the much improved AI workers, I will say that. They may not be perfect, but they definitely are improved. Okay, I don't think she was finished doing the headlands, but we don't really need to do them. I don't know why it didn't. There we go. I'm going to miss a spot there. Oh, what are you doing? I've pressed the wrong button. This isn't going well. Maybe I should have just left the worker alone. Okay, I'm going to get this done, guys, and I will see you in just a second. And so we're bringing it home right after sundown. The sun is already, you can see it there at the trees line. It's going down, and we are finished, or finishing our last row here of barley, and this field will be completely planted. So we've done everything that we needed to do today, and just in the nick of time, it looks like. Nice autumn evening here, October. Beautiful weather, beautiful night. Let's go ahead and clean this stuff off and get it put away. And then we'll be done for the night. So it's time to close up the farm and say goodbye to another episode and another month, actually. So, yeah. This has been a lot of fun. Definitely, this tractor is pretty awesome. I love the Challenger. It's a good-looking tractor. And I'm glad we were able to use it on this farm. But, man, it's looking kind of beat. Let's clean it up for posterity's sake. I've already cleaned the cultivator. And the Great Plains cedar. I hear some cows lowing in the back. Looking pretty good. All right, let's go around the back and get this thing serviced. Swavist. And then we'll put the cultivator away and close up shop. I think, yeah, paint condition 0 on that. $1,400. This is why we need to save our ducats. $2,000, leaving us with 12 grand for the rest of the winter. Once again, though, we do have a pretty big chunk coming in from the silage. I'd say probably 20,000, maybe more. And then we also have a couple items to sell. Mushrooms. Hopefully by next month we'll have some veggies and possibly even some honey. We have like a quarter pallet of honey right now. I need a full pallet, but they don't fit. Okay. We'll go down on this side and put this here. We still need to fix up our cultivator for next year. The downside with these things is because they're old, they are heavy use items, they get worn down fast. But that's just how it is. All right. And she needs $300. That's not too bad. Okay, so everything's all fixed up and put away for the... Well, for some of this, I think the Challenger is probably going away for the winter, honestly. I don't think they have anything else unless I want to go ahead and plow those fields early. We don't really need to do that till spring or late winter. So this tractor might be holing up for a couple months. All right. And so let's go ahead and close the barn up. This gets shut. Close that. And we'll go out here. All right, she's all closed. We need to put our little... Oh, look at the moon coming up. That's really cool. I'm sure that was in the last game, most likely. I don't remember it, though. That's pretty neat. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just I don't remember that happening. All right, let's put this away. So the calm before winter. We're about to catch up to real life time. I'm in October. Or it's November right now, getting close to Thanksgiving. So in our next episode, we'll probably get through part of the winter. We'll sell things in the morning, make sure everything's watered, and then there's really not a whole lot to do. We'll check the silage bales. I think it takes about 2.5 months for the silage. 2.5 months for the silage bales. So is this leased? I forgot if I think I leased this. Maybe I bought it. I don't know. Owned by me. Oh, okay. Well, we did buy it. Look at us. 1,900 is still left. Yeah, we should have more stuff by morning. Okay, guys. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And I will see you on the next exciting edition of November Riverbend Springs. Bye, guys.